Yeah, boom! I'm back. Like I always say, when I'm gonna have some time, I'm always gonna come back and speak with you. Look, there is something that I've seen on social media platforms. This thing has been trending for I think since Saturday, Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. But I just thought I might have something to speak about it. Look, there is a gentleman called Faisal Rahman. He was a businessman in Joburg. He was 50 years or 58 years old. He was killed in a road rage. As this is how I've been following up. So there was a bumper smash, which is very tiny, small accidents where probably this particular man and a suspect right now. They were involved in a small road accident and it escalated into a fatal shooting, whereby this man lost his own life, which is sad. This is not one and this is not the last of such particular incidents in the streets and the roads of South Africa. But we can also use this particular incident just to warn ourselves as motorists, as pedestrians, as whoever. One thing that I've seen in South African society, mostly in South African roads, a lot of people are angry. A lot of people move around with so much anger. Get me right. A lot of people are angry. This probably could be triggered with a lot of reasons and factors. This could be fear if, as well. So a lot of people in South Africa are armed. They move around with guns. Never ever undermine or judge someone that you see in the streets and you know what I mean. You undermine them or you think you are better or you are stronger than them. That's one thing that so I'm just gonna use this particular instance just to mention a few tips that can keep you safe in these South African roads. I've been driving myself for a while, probably going to 10 plus more years. And I've been provoked a couple of times by fellow motorists. But to think of it, this most of these things they are quite much very avoidable. If you really always in your mind, if you always aware of these things, you can always avoid them. But I'm just going to mention a few tricks that can always keep you safe, especially if you're driving. If you're driving, never provoke anyone. Never provoke anyone. Never. If someone, I know there's always people, if you drive and you see someone try to catch you off, just leave them. Just let it be. Especially, I always have this thing. If I'm driving behind a taxi, any other motorist, if there's always guys that come and immediately they brake. You must always look at those people. You must always keep your head up. You must always think for these other motorists, so you can always avoid such unnecessary drama. Always say if someone whoever whenever someone is in front of you, if they flicker, they want to come in front of you, you can always tap your brakes easy. Let them be. That's rule number one. Avoid so much drama. And we always see these guys. You're driving a very slow car. Why are you in the fastest lane? Why are you in the 120 zone and you want to drive 60? Those people, you provoke someone who probably is angry with other stuff. This guy is going to shoot you dead. So most of these things are much avoidable. You need to always know. You don't need to provoke anyone. And the thing about a gun, you can as well have a gun, but it's always about who's gonna start to shoot. So don't tell me you've got a gun. It's always who's first to pull the trigger. So you can always avoid these things, man. You can always avoid if it's a text, mostly texts. Let them be. If you can see if it's whenever I see a text behind me, say either drive fast or I make way for him. It's easy. I won't lose anything. You know what I mean? If someone swears at me in whatever the case might be, I'm always the guy who's walking away. So that also means that nobody is really going to put my life at risk. I just thought that I can also share with you my friend, my brother, my sister, whoever you call yourself. Never provoke people, especially when you drive, because these people are random. You don't know them. You don't know what is it they have. You don't know what is it they are capable of doing to your life, even if you armed yourself. So in this case, this guy himself was armed, and the witnesses are saying he was the first one to get the gun in his car, and unfortunately, this guy he acted swiftly, and as we speak right now, he's off the hook with the NPA. They couldn't charge him. They could not prosecute him because of the right now there is insufficient evidence. They might have come later on, but for now, this guy is off the hook and you're dead. Otherwise, man, I just thought, man, that I can also mention something. It's all love, like I always say. If you like what I'm doing, leave a like, comment, or share so you get to see more. Otherwise, it's all love as usual. Wuchi. Bye.